Hello everyone, bit cold and blustery here this morning, so I thought I'd come in the office and finish a blog off. If you saw the last one I did on the Fordson Major, you'll realise that I bought another tractor, and it wasn't planned, but I'd put a bid on a Farmall H, Farmall M, which I've wanted for a long time. Not really thinking I'd get it, but anyway, I was lucky, and my bid, which was the only bid, or the only one I put on, was the highest bid, and I was able to, well, I won it and paid for it, but it had to be picked up yesterday, which is Saturday. So yesterday's mission was to go and get the tractor, which is what this is about, really. We will do a bit more to it next week, and I'll probably do more blog on it, but I thought because there was quite a bit in there and I did remember to film it and do things, I'd show a bit more of it, show it as a blog. I've got a nice new forward to my blogs now, which my daughter does for me, and so I got her to knock that one up, which is nice. So keep your eye out for those. They won't always have that, but if it's about a specific tractor, it probably will. Well, that's the plan anyway. So anyway, I'll just show you what I did, how I got on. I went off and fetched it myself, not really a problem. When I got back here, there was nobody here to help unload, so although I got a tilt bed trailer, I'm much happier if I'm in control of it. So I lifted it off, which might seem a haphazard way of doing it, but it's it's easy to make a mistake with the tilt bed. You know, you think you've got the tractor secure, and you've got to release everything before you can move it, and you've got to tip the trailer up before you can move it, and then you've got to get on the tractor to steer it off, and it's not very good. I've never really come to grief, but I've had tractors move, and you think, oh my God, you know, what could have happened? So what I do is lift the back off first, and then I lift the front off. You'll see. That's what I'm going to show you anyway. Bit long-winded, but fast forward if you don't like it. Right, see you in a minute. I'd like a copy of that, really. If you've got one, I'd like a copy of that sometime. Of a picture of your husband with it. If you've got a picture of your husband with it, I'd like a copy of it if you've got one. It's all part of the history of it, you see. But don't worry about it. I'll leave you my address, and then right.
Did you want to drive your truck?
Yes. Okay, so got it all loaded, and I set the camera, as it said on the pictures. I set the camera up to film it being loaded. What we did was tip the trailer, put the wheels against it, and then Jack with a little 35 pushed the tractor on, and I was able to control it. But I inadvertently knocked the camera off video, and so I thought I'd switch the video, and actually all I had was a close-up photo of my face, which isn't that pretty. So I'm sorry about that. There was nothing exciting. We just had to make sure it was all lined up. So that was mission accomplished as far as it goes, and then I brought it back home. So this is when I arrived home with it and sort of first look round it. Here we are then, back at base camp. Very pleased with it really, it's better than I expected. Everything's good, everything's there. They say there's no spark, but I don't really know that that's a big problem. We'll see, we'll have a dig later on. Surprised me how big it was. It's quite a heavy tractor actually. But there you go. Right, we'll get it unloaded now. So here we are. I tucked it back in the shed last night, and we just put it back in quickly because the weather wasn't as good as it looked last night, and we did give it a tow down the drive just to see if we could get anything out of it, but there was no spark that we could see, so there was obviously something in the mag we've got to sort out. Hopefully it's not too much, but the tractor itself is all good, all sound. That's the mag. It's not one that I've come across in anything other than international, and I'm not quite sure how to get into it, so I'll get a bit of further advice. We took the top cover off, and that's that one. There's nothing to see there. And we took the distributor cap off. There's nothing to see there, so a bit more advice and see what we can do. So there it is. She's all very tidy. Needs a bit of a touch up, a little bit of rust on the bonnet there, but there's nothing there that couldn't be sorted out very quickly. But I wouldn't do too much to it at all. It's a nice tractor. And here, lurking in the background, if I can get through, there's this little brother, which I showed you the other day, but it's quite a difference in size. That one is also very original. That's never had any paint on it, as you can see. And I'm loath to paint it because it is solid, and there's a bit of history there, I suppose. Different sort of front axle, but same principle. Obviously much smaller tyres. I'm not going to bother clambering over there to stand beside it, but the Model M, the one I brought back yesterday, that's shoulder height. This one I can stand beside it and actually put my arm on top of the bonnet, so it's quite a difference in size. Anyway, there we are. That's the end of the Farmall journey for the moment. So hopefully we'll get to it next week and get some sweet music out of that exhaust pipe. Right, see you soon. Okay, well that's it for today. If you've got this far, thank you for watching. If you've got anything to say, please leave comments. I know I keep saying about it. I don't care if it's good, bad or indifferent, but I do need to know what's liked and not liked. If you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do, because that does make a difference. I'm trying to build this thing up, and the more likes and things like that we get, the better. There's a bell there which I've never quite worked out, but apparently if you press the bell it will tell you when I put a new blog up, so you know what to avoid. Anyway, if it goes on YouTube, you will see it if you're a subscriber. If it goes on Facebook, which is the usual way I put them round, I'm sure that 80% of the people that are on my friends list don't even see it, because I actually run the Facebook account on 2 different phones, and it just doesn't come up on some. So it's Facebook isn't such a social media as you think. So if you can get it on YouTube and you do appreciate what I'm doing, you know, please watch it on that, because it does count. I'm never going to make a fortune at this job, but it would be nice to, you know, have a channel that's got a following, and it's slowly building, but you know, we need a big boost really. You'd like to get up to, you know, 1,000 subscribers instead of 100 subscribers, but we'll see. Anyway, keep safe, and hopefully I'll be back again shortly with an update on the county. So not that we've done a lot to it, but I haven't updated you on what we have done. So I'll do that but this is your Sunday one. So thank you for looking. Cheers.